Dancing with the Stars Week 4 has come and gone, and with it, Lamar Odom, who was sent packing last night. Which means, yes, Sean Spicer is still in it. But we're here to talk about Hannah Brown and her journey to bring the Dancing with the Stars title to Bachelor Nation. Because we must have more. We must spread across the globe. Amazing Race, Survivor. So it's time for our weekly roundup of how Hannah did and where her competition's at. And Hannah Brown brought out a Paso Doble. Wait, when I said last week to bring out Goth Hannah, I didn't actually mean it. Actually, it was more of a Matrix-inspired routine. Danced fiercely to I Love It from Icona Pop? Really? Okay, so this was a horrible song choice in my opinion. I'll leave a link to the full dance in the description below so you can watch and listen to the whole thing yourself. Just because you're trying to get the routine to be edgy and millennial doesn't mean you throw away the fact that you're doing a Paso Doble. Even Sean Spicer got a better song with Bombaleo for his Paso. Hannah nonetheless does a solid job and shows a willingness to break a bit of the Bachelorette beauty pageant image and give us something a little bit different. Plus, karate chops were involved, so that's a bonus point for me. Despite the bad song choice and a few little cracks in keeping with character, Hannah once again pounds out a solid performance, earning her all 8s from the 4 judges. Leah Remini joining in as a guest adjudicator for the night. It was also the highest score given out, but there were 3 other teams who also received all 8s. Allie Brooke, who received high scores last week, was one of those dancers. She danced a jive, and with the score of 32 this week, she's placed herself at the top of the pack with the second most points earned over the entire season so far, with 92. For reference, Hannah is currently sitting at the peak of the mountain with a commanding 97 points. The other 2 teams who tied Hannah's score for the night were Kel Mitchell, who brought a cha-cha, and Lauren Elena with a foxtrot. Kel Mitchell sits at 88 points overall, and Lauren is just ahead with 90 for the entire season. So competition is heating up and things are getting real tight. Now, overall scores won't mean much in the end, but it does give a quick snapshot of how the competition is shaping up and who might be competing for the mirror ball in the finals. And with a number of dancers all in and around the same scores, this could be anyone's game. That being said, a couple of dancers who we've talked about as threats to Hannah had slightly worse weeks. Kate Flannery, who's been surprisingly strong the last 2 weeks, couldn't keep up with the competition as she danced an Argentine tango to another poor song choice, Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. She earned 6s and 7s, and though I do think she'll bounce back, I'm finding it hard to see her as one of the final 3, or even one of the final 5. Then there's James Vanderbeek, who I've been calling a frontrunner and Hannah's biggest threat. Now, while the judges gave him 7s for his quickstep and nitpicked him for being a little out of sync with his partner, I personally thought this dance could have easily earned 8s. And even though 5 other dancers earned higher marks than him last night, I'm still calling him the frontrunner. So if I had to call a final 3 at this point, I'd say Hannah, of course, James, and Allie. But as dancers are improving and getting better by the week, that could change at any moment. So that's it for this video on Hannah Brown and Dancing with the Stars. Hope you enjoyed it. More Bachelor off-season content is on the way, so be sure to subscribe and keep tuned to the channel. Until then, Bachelor Fantake, out. Because we must have more. We must spread across the globe. Amazing Race, Survivor,